terror in the mirror. Lightning crackled across the black sky, filling the room with an eerie glow. Seconds later, a clap of thunder shook the house and jolted Garfield from his sleep. "Huh?" blurted Garfield, nearly jumping out of his skin. "Oh, it's thunder," he added groggily. "For a minute I thought Odie was burping in his sleep again. Oh well, as long as I'm up, I might as well grab a snack." Garfield turned on the light, squinted, and stumbled toward the kitchen. On his way, he caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror. Suddenly, he stopped dead in his tracks. Peering into the mirror, he saw a terrifying sight. "Aye!" screamed Garfield. "My fur! I've heard of bad haircuts, but this is ridiculous." Horrified, Garfield frantically ran his paw over his body, but he didn't feel anything unusual. He looked down and saw that he was all right. "Phew!" he sighed. "Looks like I can cancel the fur transplant, but what's going on? Am I cracking up, or has this mirror just escaped from the Twilight Zone?" Garfield rubbed his bleary eyes and leaned forward for a second look. This time, to his enormous relief, he saw what he usually saw, a fat, furry cat. "Ah, mirror, mirror on the wall, I'm still the cutest of them all," crowed Garfield. But then he noticed something else in the mirror, something looming behind his reflection. Looking closer, he could see a ghostly figure in white wielding a chainsaw, and it was coming his way. Garfield whirled around, but the room was empty. Then he turned back to the mirror for another look, only to meet the rampaging phantom crashing through the glass. "Uh-oh," thought Garfield, diving out of the way. "Something tells me the fur is going to be flying." "There's more than one way to skin a cat," howled the phantom as he cranked up his roaring chainsaw. "But this way's the funnest." Garfield's eyes widened, his pulse quickened, his heart pounded, but there was no escaping the ghost. Cornered, Garfield could only lie helplessly against the wall and watch as the grinning specter crept ever closer. Finally, the crazed phantom thrust the vibrating chainsaw toward him. Garfield gasped, then lunged at the ghostly attacker. A blood-curdling cry pierced the air, but it was not Garfield screaming, nor was it his attacker. It was John. "Ow! Let go of my head, you crazy cat!" yelled John as he pried Garfield loose. "What in the world has gotten into you? One minute you're napping, and the next minute you're pouncing on me." Garfield quickly scanned the room. There was no ghost, and there was no mirror. It had all been a dream, a grisly, ghastly nightmare. "Anyway," said John, "I just came in to remind you that it's almost time for that TV mini-series we've been watching, Chainsaw Veterinarian. I knew you wouldn't want to miss it." "If you think I'm watching any more of that show," gasped Garfield, "then you're the one who's dreaming."